Hey everyone, how's it going? Boom Slang here. Welcome to my channel. So, let's see. It's Sunday night. It's 8:44 p.m. here on the East Coast, and I just posted the kind of the weekend recap video. It wasn't going to any flea markets or anything like that, but I knew I was going to bump into art and pick up some of those boxes, and today was the day. So, we're going to go through box number 1 of 8. Not going to do the whole box. We're just going to pick through it and see what's in here. This is the box I showed in the recap video, so to speak. Looked very interesting. Looked like there was some nice, cards from maybe the mid 80s in there. So we're going to check it out and we're going to see what we got. $40, 8 boxes, so not bad. Alright, so, okay, let's dig in. I'm just going to have to get rid of this chair first off, because it's just not working. So let's get rid of that. I still have that stack of stuff from the, storage locker that still has to be finished up. So I'm gonna get through here with this. I might be able to do it. Or am I hooked on? Or am I hooked on the wheels, the base? Of course. Alright, move this. Oi! Alright, you're coming up. You're coming with me. Can't really see what I'm doing. Alright, jeez Louise. No room to work here. Alright, coming back. Alright. What are you gonna do? Oof, no room to work here. Alright, there we go. Whew! Maybe should have taken time to get set up prior to going live, but you know, I watch other people's videos. Hey Jeff Nickel, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by. Alright, so this is one box of the 8 boxes I picked up today. So let's get going with that. Shall we? First things first. Let's move all these out of the way. These are just teasers anyway. Kind of for the screen grab or whatever you want to call it. That's all that is. Alright. Start right here in the front of this box. And let's see what we got. So yeah, we've got some 85 tops. I did put this set together, so white. Bruce Sutter, Hall of Famer. I know we passed all those all-star cards in the beginning, so we'll have to go back and talk about them, I guess. But Mookie Wilson, check necklace. So yeah, $40. You know, I got 8 boxes. Pretty good deal. So we got Murphy. We got Keith Hernandez, Quisenberry. Ooh, keep it going. Todd Helton. Could be a future Hall of Famer. Tim Salmon on Topps HD. Very thick card. Bob Forsch. Brett Butler. Some cards in the front area and see. Ron Guidry. So I missed out last week. Here's a Joe Carter. There were 3 different lots up on Facebook Marketplace. Basically 2 of them are like, from my house, I know one was about 100 miles away. So I'm like, you know, don't think it's going to happen. But the other one was literally, you know, half hour, less than half hour away. Let's say half hour. And I was talking to the guy, and I've dealt with him before. And so Friday when I messaged him, said, all right, like, so what day works for you? Because I got things I got to do on the weekend, babysitting today, my grandkids and stuff like that. And he messaged me back, says he sold it already. I'm like, man. Buck Martinez, Tony Perez, Whitey Herzog, Hall of Fame manager. Alright, and that's a stack of over 100 cards of 1985. Topps, not bad. Getting all these notifications from people. Let's see, this weekend is the grand opening for The Past is Alive out in Greenburgh, Pennsylvania. I'll be heading to that. Me and the missus, we're going to be heading out there. Johnny Ray. And we're going to spend the weekend out there, actually. So we'll be driving out Friday night, spending the night. We got a hotel already. And then we'll be, Tony Pena, spending the weekend out there. Catching the grand opening on Saturday. Yeah. And maybe catching some flea markets with John, if at all possible. I know he's going to be busy and all that good stuff. He offered, so we'll see how it goes. I can say I've probably never seen this card before. Well, I have now. High number. Steve Buechele. And checklist cards. Typically the last cards in the set. Yeah, 660. So that would be the last cards in the set. We'll set these here. Appears to be a couple hundred of these, which is nice. Let's see. The audio good, guys? I don't even know if the audio is good. I hope it's good. Audio. Yeah, I'm getting some reading there from a mic. One of the mics are working, so that's good. Not sure which one. Let me give it the old tapper and see. Okay, so it's the boom microphone. So I hope it's coming in because I have the boom like it's supposed to be like a good area microphone. We'll move it just a little bit closer. We'll point it up at me if we can. If we can. up so it will catch what's going on, what I'm saying, my words. Hey, hobbyist, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by. Oh, good. Sound is good. Thank you. All right. So we got some rookie cards here. And some leaders. 300 career wins. Tom Terrific and Mr. Knuckleball himself. Phil Negro. Ripken and Trammell. Boggs and Brett. Braves Dynamic Duo. Again, I don't know if I've ever seen that card before. 635, high number. This is a set I'll be putting together too, obviously. I'm going to try to put as many sets together as I can out of all these cards. Shouldn't be all that hard. And I'm also be focusing on some of the vintage. And for me, vintage is cards from, you know, some 70s, I would say. Probably, yeah, okay, 70s on back. Alright. So that's what I'll be doing, you know, focusing on the future. But when these things pop up, I am definitely still going to take advantage of them because in my retirement, there's Dave Stewart with the Philadelphia Phillies. In my retirement, then I'll be, you know, selling cards and stuff like that, selling off stuff. But from what I've tried to do, and it just gets to be a bit much, so I think I'll wait till I'm retired. That way I can focus on it full time instead of go to work and then focus on stuff and one day a month doing an auction and all that good stuff. Dale Murphy. That's at the old Veteran Stadium there in Philadelphia. You had those circle things in the background. That's at the vet. You can see them all back there on the outfield wall. Very nice. That's spring training. And these cards are in really nice shape. I mean, look at these corners. All the way around. Really, really nice. Like they broke a set. Someone broke their set just to give me the scraps. Hey, Scooter Cards, how's it going? Things are going well. Things are going well. Can't complain all that much. Gary Renicky. Sammy Stewart. Jose Cruz. Frank DePino. Phil Gardner. Tommy John, Dave Kingman, Dwight Evans, Lamar Hoyt was a good closer back in the day. Lance McCullers Sr. There's my man, Greg Nettles. Jerry Boyster. Tim Stoddard. Ed Wajna. Marty Barrett. Wolfgang Boyd. Bill Buckner. 9 o'clock. I hear the church bells going off. 8:59 and counting. So, St. Mike Scott. Kurt Bavacqua, Al Bumbry. Dave Dravecki. Tim Flannery. Steve Garvey. So they did leave some meat on the bone for me anyway, which was nice. Ben Ogilvy, Randy Reddy, Hall of Famer Ted Simmons, Pete Vukovich, Len Barker, Steve Bedrosian, Rick Cerrone, former Yankee catcher, Chris Chambliss, former Yankee first baseman, going to the Hall of Fame at Cooperstown tomorrow. Nice. God, I was back there in like 96 or 98. It was one of the years that the Yankees won the World Series. The trophy was there, all this good stuff. It was great for me because being a Yankee fan, it was just awesome sauce on top of everything else. Moose Haas, Teddy Higuera, Pete. Not such a young lad in that picture. Mark Langston. Billy Swift. There you go. Danny Tartable. Gorman Thomas. Ed Vandenberg. Matt Young. Cecil Cooper. Get these out of the one. Larry Parrish. Don Slaught. Chris Bando, Sal Bando's brother. Brett Butler. Ernie Macho Camacho. Joe Carter. Julio Franco. Mel Hall. Mike Hargrove. Otis Nixon with a big wad of stale Tops bubblegum in his cheek. Haven't been there in quite a few years. Low Roller Scratcher, how's it going? I still have that stock in Robin Hood as far as, yeah. Yeah, but it's practically worthless now, so I should be buying more in hopes that it goes up and it'll cut my cost per share down. Braves trophy, yeah, there you go. Ian Anderson's from your hometown, that's cool. Royce Molly Jr., actually. Or the third, something like that. Frank Viola. Dusty Baker. Guess that looks like a skinny coyote. Great Gagne. There's the ticket. Dude, if you drop a ground ball or pop up with that, you need to be sent down to rookie ball there, Mickey. All right. Kent Herbeck. I wonder, now we're at the Cubs, if there's going to be a Ron Meredith card in here, because Ron Meredith played for like 6 years, maybe 5 or 6 years in the big leagues, and he only ever had 2 baseball cards manufactured. And I'll show you one right here. So here's Ron Meredith's one of his cards, the Dunruss from '96, and he's got the Fleer in this year here. So let's see if we have the Ron Meredith. Very rare hard card to find, actually. Don't know why. Hey, they left me a Rhino. Somebody messed up in their sort here. That shouldn't have been left in there. Very nice. Well, we're running out of Cubs. Davey Lopes. There it is. The Ron Meredith card. Only 2 cards ever printed of this guy. Ever. Now we have it. Both of them. Very nice. Actually, I think I have the other one somewhere set aside. Sent to him, oh God, quite a while ago, trying to get it TTM'd from him, get him to sign it. He takes years to return the cards, though. So, we'll see. More Cubbies. Ron Say, the Penguin. Bob Denier. Sean Dunston. Buddy Bell. Davey Concepcion. Eric Davis. Wayne Krenchecki. Wayne Krenchecki. And we still have some more Fleer to go. Very nice. Lots of Fleer. Let's check the chat. Stock market is not doing well. That is correct. So your cards on Whatnot app. Did you try Whatnot app? No, I did not. It's like eBay with video streaming. It is like shop at home or QVC. There you go. My wife just bought something from QVC today or yesterday or something like that. She ordered something off. That is so like her parents, you know what I mean? QVC is like really old. But it was, I mean, cool, I guess. Dave Parker. Very nice. Tony Perez. They left another Hall of Famer in here. Hey, where's my Pete Rose? How about a Pete Rose? Give me a Pete Rose then. Yeah, figured not. I'm gonna get Mariano Duncan instead. Pete Guerrero, Pedro Guerrero. We got the Bulldog, Oral Hershiser, Honeycutt, Mad Dog. You got 2 dogs on that team the same year? The Bulldog and the Mad Dog. Mike Marshall, Jerry Royce, Bill Russell, Steve Sachs, Mike Scioscia, Fernando Valenzuela. Hey, never seen this card before either. It's Bob Welch. Well, what do you know? So yeah, a guy I know, a fellow YouTuber who does gaming videos, Bob Boone, was playing this wrestling game. He was streaming it the other day, or putting up videos of it, and I watched a couple of them. And all these people get in there, and I think Fernando Valenzuela was one of the guys that went into like celebrities, athletes, you name it. I think one of them was Fernando Valenzuela. Crazy. Along with, you know, a lot of other did one today. Donald Trump was in there and Joe Biden. They were both duking it out in the ring. It was a wrestling thing, not a cage match, because you just had to be thrown out of the ring, and every so many minutes a new person would be added to the match. So it was pretty cool. You can have like 10 or 15 people in the ring at one time. Larry Parrish, Dan Petrie, Ozzie Guillen, Ron Kittle, Juan Berenguer, Daryl Evans, Barbaro Garbe, Kurt Gibson, Willie Hernandez, alright, let's see. I don't know where Alex is. I don't know. Bob Welsh was a hell of a pitcher. Yes. Dave Van Gorder. Hey, they left the Hall of Famer Harold Baines in here too. Floyd Bannister. Richard Dotson. So, if I didn't have this set before completed, I might by now, because I've seen some faces in there that I've never seen. Alright, we got some 2008 Bowman baseball checklists. And, yeah, they're checklists, okay. Must have a lot of cards to have all these checklists. And the checklists are just rolling by. It looks like we're not done with the Fleer. Bobby Meacham, John the Count Montefusco, Mike Pagliarillo, Danny Pasqua, Willie Randolph, Rags Rigetti, Ed Whitson. We've gotten a fight in a bar one time with Billy Martin and broke Billy's arm, I think, or his wrist or something. Yeah. Yeah, well, good for us, right? The buyers. The sellers are, maybe now they're going to suffer a little bit. Frank Tanana, Lou Whitaker. That's for sure. Terry Francona. Maybe things will be affordable for even little kids to buy packs of cards. The kids were the ones that were priced out of the game the last couple of years by, of all people, adults, right? The ones who are supposed to be protecting the hobby and nurturing it and making sure that it survives, since the last junk wax era almost destroyed it, and instead they just went right into destroying it even further. Thank you, flippers, for all their great deeds. Don Asse, Storm Davis, Rick Dempsey, former Yankee catcher, Mike Flanagan, Fred Lynn, former Red Sox there, and Tippy, he was a Yankee too. Old Tippy Martinez. Balboni, he was a Yankee at one time. Buddy Biancalana. Buddy Black. Onyx Concepcion. Mark Gubiza. Danny Jackson. But wait, we're not done yet. Hey Jay, what's up? Not much here. Just going through a box, or partial box of something that I picked up tonight. Charlie Liebrandt, Hal McRae, Daryl Motley Crew, George Order. There's the Quisenberry and Saberhagen, Lonnie Smith, and Johnny alert. Frank White, Willie Wilson, Jack Clark, gambled all his millions of dollars away. Vince Coleman, Bob Forsch, Tommy Herr, Tito Landrum, Willie McGee, a.k.a. Marvin the Martian, Terry Pendleton, John Tudor, Your Kids, Doyle Alexander, another former Yankee. All right, moving right along. Jesse Barfield, George Bell, Jeff Burrows, Tony Fernandez, Damaso Garcia, Tom Hankey, Gary Lavelle. He lived in a town not far from me. He lived in Allentown, PA. Let's see. Born in Scranton, PA, but he doesn't know. It says Foster City, California. Born in Scranton, Joe Biden's hometown. He'd tell you about it all the time. That's Buck Martinez. Never seen that card before. Rance Mullenix, Al Oliver, Dave Steeb, Regular, Bachman, Darling, Dykstra, El Cid, George Foster, Doc Gooden. They left Doc's card here. Keith Hernandez, Hojo, Ray Knight, Roger McDowell. Yeah, definitely some cards I've never seen here before. Rusty Staub. They left the Straw Man here. Mookie. Neil Allen, Don Baylor, Dale Barra, Yogi's Kid. Griffey Sr., Guidry, and Ron Hassey. Alright. Ooh, that's a lot of cards there. But we're not done with the row, so let's keep it going. Okay, here's some upper deck I've never seen before. On the fast track, so they're minor league cards of some kind. J.R. House, minor league maybe. John Buck, Round Rock, Texas catcher. We got some mini cards. John Lieber, Aaron Rowand again. Brett Myers. I guess Lieber again. John Lieber. A minor league card of Eric Milton. Jeff Conine with the Sillies. First edition. Mike Lieberthal times 3, 4, 5. Oh, more Lieberthal cards. And more Lieberthal. Hey, El Perfecto. We got Jackie Robinson, April 15th, 1947. $1 Million Moments. And we got some minor league team cards. Logo cards or whatever. Rattlers. There's Indians. The Scrappers. New York Penn League. South Atlantic League. Red Sticks. Giants from Arizona League. The Volcanoes of the Northwest League. Hagerstown Sun, South Atlantic League. Vasila Oaks, California Penal League. Ports, Stockton Ports, California Penal. Brooklyn Cyclones, New York Penn League. And we got Diamond Standouts, Darren Erstad. and Minnie Minoso. Minoso, sorry, not Minoso. Minnie Minoso. All right. Check the chat because I've seen it rolling by. No Allroods yet, but we did have your boy, a Buck Martinez card. Actually, I had 2 Buck Martinez cards, I think. Yes, 2 Buck Martinez cards so far. Did you see my new comment about sports cards, about them going down? Sports cards has was dead 25 years and then come back in 2020. It went up too fast, like cryptocurrency. Yeah. Do you agree? Sports cards was dead 25 years and then come back. Oh, well, yeah, they were dead because I was able to pick them up really dirt cheap, and now you can't, even the junk ones. So yeah, they're sports cards. They're still like, even though they're, maybe showing signs of coming down. Dude, everyone's going nuts over this guy right now. And as long as, there's people putting hype on guys like that who've never really played or haven't, just starting their career, really. And they're already hyped. They're going to continue to stay high. Here's just a bunch of more of those team cards, so we're not going to kill ourselves with those. Mike Lieberthal, Topps Heritage. Capital City Bombers, South Atlantic League. Very nice. Oh, there's Kinston Indians. There's Oaks again. The Dodgers. Gulf Coast League Dodgers. Pioneer League Dodgers. Great Falls, it says there. Cubs from the Arizona League. Boise Hawks Baseball Club, Northwest League. Lansing Lugnuts, Midwest League. The Fanatic Card Guru, what's going on? Pushing towards 400 on his bus, guys. So if you're not on his bus, hop on it. Hey, 25 Perez, what's going on? Low roller scratcher. What's worse inflation, 1980 versus 2022? Since you are older, guys. Well, the 80s weren't costly card-wise. They just made so many, and that made them worthless. What made cards expensive this time around is the fact that you had all these guys hyping them now. All these prospectors and stuff like that are, just pumping the hype about all these guys, I think. So, when you got people talking about stuff maybe they don't know a whole lot about, but they're influencers. That's a trigger word, right? People listen to the wrong people. You listen to yourself. You listen to what your heart tells you. You listen to what your mind tells you, and collect what you love what you collect. Don't go in debt to buy cards that tomorrow may be worthless. Let's put it that way. And that's what happened back in the 80s. This guy Art that I deal with, he used to be in the biz, and he told me at one point he had like 20 million cards in inventory back in the 80s, and got stuck with a lot of them, and when he finally was able to offload them, well, then it was like, man, I should have just held on to them for another 10 years, and I'd have been able to retire a millionaire or whatever. Well, who can see that far into the future? Here's some 85 Topps. Damaso Garcia. El Cid. Okay, put them up there. You know, I didn't finish. There's a little stack here. I don't think I did. Tony Pena, Joe Orsolak, Joe Morrison, Larry McWilliams, Lee Mazzilli, Sammy Khalifa, Steve Kemp, Jose De Leon, Sid Bream, Mike Barlecki, and Johnny Ray. Maybe we did look at them. I don't know. I didn't have them set with the rest of them. So you see some mini. Yeah, they were stuck in there, but they're Phillies. You know, there's Brett Myers, 2 Aaron Rowans, and a John Lever. They're Philadelphia Phillies, and I get a lot of those. Brandon Clausen or something like that. Danny Malone. Colt Griffin. Just look on the back and get his name. Shin Hui Tsao. I don't know. Whatever. Joaquin Andujar. Chuck Cartier. Ben Barker. Carmelo Martinez, Mad Dog, Joe Motley from Motley Crue, and that is that row, guys. Surprisingly, pretty fast. Not bad at all. So let's put these aside. Back. Hey, Void, what's going on? Let's see, where to leave off on the chat. And 1980 was worse. The card fanatic would know. He would really okay. He was had shops back then, so he would know. Heard the bank pay you 20% interest rates, and today banks only less than 1%. Nothing really juicy yet. Nothing. Right, card grew, but the bank pay you interest rates of 20% compared to today. I don't know about that. That's pretty high. Talking about regular inflation like food, housing, and gas, others, which is worse, 1980 inflation or 22 inflation. Well, let's see. 1980, I had just been laid off from my job. I was making really good money, living in my own place. You know, until I got laid off, I was doing okay. You know, I had my regular car. I had a car I bought to fix up. I had a dirt bike. You know, I had some toys. I had my cards collection going. And then I got laid off in 1981, halfway through 1981 in July. I joined the military and did I did 10 years almost, 9.5 years, got out for 13. And in 2003, went back in and finished up another 12 years to give me 21.5 years total. So, yeah, I still think, and again, maybe it's because I have a decent job that I'm not feeling it that much yet. I probably, if things keep going bad and I end up retiring within the next year or so, and now, see, that's what's got me worried about retiring is how bad is it really going to get? You know, if I give up my really good paying job now. Yeah, exactly. So what's my bank account telling me? My bank account's telling me I have money but in the bank, but it wouldn't take much to wipe that out either. You know what I'm saying? Most Americans don't have huge bank accounts. They don't have a lot of money in savings. So they're going to get wiped out real fast. Yes, those tops, 85 tops, looking really good. I mean, I always think when I pick these up from art. I mean, if you look at the corners, they're not all smooshed out. They're not. These are like straight out of a factory box. you know, like these are all nice and crisp. Same with these Fleer. They're not messed up at all. So I'll be taking these and I'll be putting sets together and obviously picking the best cards out for my binders that I'm putting together slowly. I was there for a while. I got a bunch together real quick, but now it's a matter of, you know, picking the cards the sets that I wanted to do the 70s sets, and here I end up doing a run of 80s, you know, because they were more readily available to me. Starting with, I did a 78 set, 79 set, 80. I still got to put together an 81, I think, and an 82. And 83, I got to finish 83 and 84. And then I got 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, all already done up. So here's some 85 Dunruss. Joe Carter, we saw that one before. Here's a Fractal Matrix Greg Vaughn. It's a Dunruss card. Jimmy Key. And there you go, that's those. So let's continue to make room. Some 86 tops, Earl Weaver. And what are these? These are 85s. These are scores. What are these white ones here? Scores. Yeah. Alright. So we got some 85 tops here. We got a Tony Gwynn from Upper Deck. Collector's Choice. We got a Crash the Game. Clemens and Mattingly. And it's not opened up. Very nice. Very nice. And then we got some 86 tops here. Frank White. Fernando Record Breakers from 85. Chuck Canner, Jack Clark. We already discussed him and his gambling problem he had and gambled away all his money back in the day. He was one time a very sought after free agent, made millions of dollars, and then gambled it all away. And the notifications are rolling in. Here we go. And that's it. Alright. Hey, EL Toro, what's going on? We are looking to sell some of those 80s cards. I will eventually, but not right now. Mainly because I'm focusing on something else. I'm getting something together to take out to John's The Past is Alive grand opening. And I'm giving him a display case, a vending machine, stuff like that. And I'm going to see if he wants to consign some of my stuff out there. Mostly non-baseball, so I've been going through football, basketball, and hockey as I find them and putting them in penny sleeves for him. I just had to order another 10,000 penny sleeves yesterday. They're coming tomorrow. They're coming tomorrow. 10,000 penny sleeves and 1,000 top loaders. So there's $200 pissed away right there. So yeah. Any good Yankees so far? Not really, Void. We had some Guidrys and Rigettis and a couple of Willie Randolphs, but nothing great. No Reggies or nothing like that. Again, this is something I picked up from art, so they're usually picked through. I still have all of that to go through right there, that stack. There, not minus that tops. I already opened that one up. That was something my son picked up for me. He picked this. He bought this. He bought this box. This box, right? And I don't know if it's what they call these, a mega box or whatever the heck you call these. It's kind of a weird shaped box, but they were $3.50 a pack, and he bought them at the Wawa. And he went in to get like a coffee and a sandwich, and that he said, "Dad, it was $90 by the time I left the store." I'm like, holy moly. So yeah, Ed Lynch, Carmelo Martinez, Floyd Bannister. We got some stickiness going on here. All right. Don't know what that was. There's nothing on the card. And nothing on this card. Weird. John Franco, Lenny Dykstra, Tony Perez, Keith Hernandez, Doc Gooden, Coleman, Concepcion, there. Joe Man's in the house. What's going on? The only one we're missing is Jeff Airtime, I guess, huh? Okay, you're gonna start sorting some random boxes yourself. That's cool. There you go, Void. EL's looking to buy. Today's young generation can't afford a house. Oh my God. People buying houses now are insane. Why would you ever buy and my one boss, he's younger than me obviously, just bought a house. And I'm like, why are people buying houses? There's going to be this huge housing market crash coming, and everything you spend $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 on a house is going to be worth 200 grand maybe, if that. I went through the last housing market crash in 2008. All right, I saw my house drop like $75,000, and it has not recovered. All right, has not recovered yet. So there you have it. Can't afford a house. Minimum wage is $8 an hour, but the house costs $300K. Yeah. You can work minimum wages. You can afford a house. Yeah. All young people stay in their parents' house since the house is too expensive, and rent is expensive too. Yeah, I mean, and it's only going to go up. All right, let me know when you're on the market. There you go. All right, later on, silver was at $50 per ounce. Then silver goes up. Inflation bad. Yes. All right, let's get back to looking at these. Did we look at this stack already? I guess not. Mike Easler. Wally Bachman, Bob Denier, Jimmy Wagner, Bobby Brown, that's Bob Melvin right there, Mike Easler, the Hitman, Tom Gray, Sparky, he's smiling in that one. One of the few pictures on card Where's Sparky's throwing you a smile, and Kingman's just giving you that over the shoulder kind of smirky look, like, yeah, I'm gonna hit this one out of the stadium, clear out of Chicago with the wind blowing out. Oh yeah, gonna be breaking windows. Mickey Hatcher not holding a huge baseball glove this time. The last time we saw him, he had this huge glove on his hand. And he still dropped pop-up. The Fed's trying to raise the interest rates and slowing down the economy and trying to cause recession. These people lose their job and force sell their houses at a loss. Yes, and that's where the rich step in. They buy all these houses really cheap, sit on them for a while, whatever, and then flip them later on when the price goes back up. Exactly right. Lou Whitaker. Jose Uribe. Buddy Biancalana. Templeton. Tony Perez and Eric Davis. Phil Garner. Tippy Martinez. Strawberry. Mullenix. Dunston. You know, I am going to try something later on. I'm going to do a comparison between the teams, because a lot of those players' names seem to be running in the same order, except on different years, 85 and 86 cards. So, let's see. Jacoby, UL Washington, El Cid, Quisenberry, 49, 48, Berenger, 47. So they were even in order. Billy Hatcher, Donoso Garcia, Lance McCullers, Sr., Ken Griffey, Sr., Eric Davis, Mike Capino, and Barker. Yeah. Strange. I need 83 Topps baseball commons that are nice. Numbers 1 through 387. About 5 of each common I acquired 10,000 of the 83 Topps, but the load numbers were missing. Well, that stinks. The Fed trying to stop inflation by raising interest rates 6 times this year. Yeah, I heard they were going to be raising it up, and then next month raise it some more, and building 5 sets of 83 Topps. Nice. I bought, again, this is now, God, we lost 2019, 2020, 21. So this actually turns out to probably be 4 or 5 years ago now, if I think about it. I mean, it doesn't seem that long ago, because we lost the last 3 years almost. And I bought 1984 Topps sets, like, I don't know, because I gave away 3 of them. 3 or 4 I gave away. So I must have bought like 10 of them for like $12 each. The 84 with the Mattingly. So I still have 1, 2, I have at least 2 there, 3, I have at least 3 left. I think I gave away 4 as I got 4 left. I think I gave away 4 as Christmas presents to my bosses. You know, you gotta grease the wheels sometimes. You know, you need a favor here and there. I need some time off, so I used to bribe them with wine and baseball cards. Joe Negro. Razor Shines. There you go. Johnny Watson with literally a donut on his bat. Look at that. It is a straight up glazed donut. What's his name? Oh, you know what? I know why he had that. Here you go. Ready? So he gets a list to see who the home plate umpire is, and what's his name? Eric Gregg. I think that's the guy I'm thinking about. May have been home plate umpire. So when he walks up, he pops that donut off and just hands it to the home plate umpire and hopes to get some favorable calls. Steve Sachs. Hey, they left Gary Carter in here. Zane Smith. Balboni. There's that young lad again. Lee Tunnel. Tunnel Vision, that is. The rich are already doing it now for houses and even apartments. Look, Florida rent going up crazy. People rent up $200 to $1,000 per month. Hikes. These housing crisis will be worse than 2008. Who went to sell their houses and lost, but no buyers since people are broke and no jobs. Are any planning to sell your house soon? Since if you see house, yeah, I don't know why you would sell your house, because you got to find a place to live. So it's going to cost you more than what you sell your house for normally, unless you're moving into a shack. You know. A fixer-upper. But, yeah, so to me, it doesn't make sense, but people are doing it. I don't know why. I don't know why the big rush. The house right across the street from me, the lady passed away. And the house was up for a little while, and I'm sure they had offers that people didn't qualify for whatever happened. But they finally sold it, and I'm surprised it went for under $300,000. I'm like, dude, you could have gotten 5 for that probably. But whatever. You know what I mean? I am not selling my house, and I'm not moving apparently. Hitman 23 is in the house. There you go. Hold on, Hitman 23. Let me give you moderator. There you go, Hitman. Now you can list your channel, and people who don't know who you are can subscribe to you, even though you can probably do it the old way. I give people wrenches because they're trusted, and I trust you. I watch your videos all the time. We kind of have the similar taste. What we used to anyway. I used to be a Redskins fan. Not anymore. You know, RG3 turned me off to it. I still really am into John Riggins, though. I mean, he's like my all-time like Redskin player. But you know, and Yankees. You know, I'm a big Yankee guy too. Bruce Brinley, Darnell Coles, Ken Oberfeld, Hinkie, Motley Crue again, Sutcliffe, Pagliarillo, Jacoby Benitez, Schatzeder, Bob Forsch, Sammy Khalifa, Filer, Schofield, Minton, Fontenot, actually, Lemon, Hershiser, Roberge. Roberge. If it's French. Andujar. Perconti. Perconti. Pete Guerrero. Van Gorder. Candelaria. And Boston. Hey, no problem, Hitman. The Commanders are driving you away. Washington went downhill since Snyder took over. Yeah. I agree. I really like the Hogs. You know, John Riggins. I actually seen some YouTube videos of him posing as a repairman. That's funny, like a HVAC guy. So that's cool. I wrote to the Jets years ago. Never got a return. Not an autograph return anyway from them. All facsimile stuff. But it is what it is. Namath and Riggins were my two guys in New York. And when Riggins went to Washington, I just followed him down there, and the Redskins became my team. All right, let's get through these 86s here. Billy Buckner. Whitey with the flat top. I used to have a flat top too, and then it went round on me. I went straight up convertible. Caudrilli. Herbeck. Venable. Jorgensen. Allen Nicely. Mark Brohard. Hesketh. Bobby Cox. Hall of Famer. Mad Dog. Socia. Orozco. Sometimes I like trying to pronounce these oddball names. There's Willie Randolph. Bird Hooten. Yeah, I bet he was a hoot. Jeltz. Nettles. Winningham. Don Gleaton. And Sakata. Washington went down. Yes, they did. These new owners. Yep. New York was crazy with rent. My old one-bedroom apartment in Fairfield complex is now $2,300 a month. Rent. It's starting to level off though. Not really. I mean, they've started to go up a little bit, but not like everyone else is going nuts. But then again, I don't pay attention to that anymore because you know what? I'm not looking to sell, and I'm certainly not looking to buy. I did go on to, and I know this is just one site, and there are other sites. About 6 years ago, my wife and I went down to South Carolina for a week, and we were house hunting. I wanted, like, babe, I want to move. I want to move to a warmer climate. Let's move to South Carolina. Don't have to be on the beach. We can be inland. And we were looking all over. And I had a couple of houses I wanted to go see. One was a 57-acre property. 57 acres with 20 acres of yellow pine. Already mature yellow pines ready to be harvested. That's a crop down there. And they harvest them. And was $267,000 for 57 acres with the house on it. Now, it also had a 17 by 44 in-ground pool. It had a barn, and I peeked in through the window of the barn. There were all kinds of power tools in there, like woodworking lathes and saws and stuff like that. The former owner passed away. His old Chevy pickup truck was still there. 57 acres. For, again, this was 6 years ago. Before my grandchildren were born. So my granddaughter's like 6.5 now, or almost now. She's turned 6 in February. The end of February. So she's just over 6. So, yeah, and now those properties, you can't get them for that price. Like, they start at $300,000 and they go up into the millions of dollars. Wasn't that way 6 years ago when I was down there looking. Like, you could have bought. There were tons of properties down there. You had the pick of the litter. Now, when you type in those same, like, oh well, all right, my starting price will be $200,000 and go from $200,000 to $300,000. There was literally like 3 in the whole state that topped out at $300,000, and I'm like, whoa, just blew my mind. You just finished 12 sets of 84 tops? Nice, nice. My sister-in-law lives in Queens, and they have I think they own a fourplex there. So, I mean, they're getting rent from people too, but it's not like they really need the money. He's a retired captain from fire department, and she's getting ready to retire nurse. So they got a home in Florida that they go to, and they got their house up there in Queens. So, they're not hurting for money. Alright, let's get back into these cards while we chit chat, because we've already been at this an hour and 12 minutes. But I'm not going to go through all these scores. There's a couple hundred score. We're just going to go through these tops here. See if there's any real big names. There was a couple. Now these are a little sticky too. That's strange because these cards don't stick. This is going to have paper loss here. So surprise, surprise. Pop. So there was some kind of gummy substance right there. You can see it. And how bad did it affect? Yeah, see the paper loss from the back of this card transferred to the E in the Yankees. Very interesting. Here's another one. No, not stock. Lasorda. Buddy Bell. Mora. Steve Mora. Dickie Knowles. He's creased. Well, Dickie got a crease. My Dickie got a crease in it, and gum or wax stain actually. Look at that. He's got a crease right across the card there. It's hard to see, but there it is. So he goes in the crease card file. Cecil Fielder. Cecil Cooper. We got 2 Cecils. Trout. Lamar Hoyt. Bhakti. Carter. Francona. Lugo. Ogilvy. Boddicker, Kittle, Hume, Hara, Calhoun, Vanderum. He's in a drunken stupor, isn't he? Patera, Jay Johnstone, and turn back the clock, Tom Terrific. Very nice. Getting there, guys. Let's see the chat. I just missed 12 cents. Okay. Just got you, Hitman. Thanks, Frenetic card guru. Hey guys, that's what we're here for too, to help each other grow our channels, right? I mean, that's kind of what we're kind of in it about, to show people and to have people, let us know that, hey, we're doing the right thing, and that in return relates or shows itself in channel growth. It can be a grind, trust me. I've been 3 years at this, and coming up on 700 baseball card videos. 700. Someone just commented on my comment. Very nice. Very nice. I believe that was... Who was that? I'll have to look it up. But I commented on someone's video about Bob Parsons. The TTM... Got a TTM return from Bob Parsons, who was the punter for the Chicago Bears back in the 80s. And he was my wife, then girlfriend, now my wife. He was her neighbor. He lived like 4 doors down. And we walked down to his house one day, and he signed every one. I went down with like 10 Bob Parsons cards, and he signed every one of them for me. He ended up giving us tickets to like half the neighborhood to go see the Bears when they came into Philadelphia to play the Eagles. We all hopped on a bus, or maybe we took cars. We carpooled down. We stopped at like a train station, and then took the train into the city, and got off right there at the stadium, and went up and walked into the football stadium and watched the football game. It's the only Eagles game I ever saw in person to this day. More notifications coming through. Alright. 3-week vacation's over in 3 days. That stinks. Oh yeah, Steve Nash. Oh well. Sometimes being a good player doesn't translate into being a good coach. Pat Riley, not the best player, but heck of a coach, right? So. Yogi Berra, great player, not a good coach. Joe Girardi, not a great player, great coach, right? Manager, whatever. So, currently building 74 tops, 82 tops, 583 tops, 484 tops, 5 2020 top sets. You are being very busy there. I think a long-term project for me is going to be the 75 tops mini set. Slowly working on that. We got Ron Davis there. Dutch Dalton, upside down checklist. Bobby Valentine, Pasqua, Doug DeSenses, Kepshire, Guillen, Billardello, Castillo, Dower, Doggood. There's Lefty, Lefferts. So I hope all you guys had a great weekend. It stinks that it's over with already. So they left us turn back the clock Fernando and a Rod Carew. Wow. Upside down checklist again. Pitaro, Chris Pitaro, Julio Franco, Renicky, Gary Renicky, not Ron, Gary. Saberhagen, Donnie Hill, man, look at that. Donnie Hill card's all messed up. It's gone. Camacho, Ontiveros, Guzman, Bosley, from the Hair Group, Tony La Rosa, Very nice. Goose. Another upside down checklist. Lee, Wynn, Schnell, Hernandez. Very nice. There's Buck Martinez. That's our third Buck Martinez card tonight. Very nice. Keep it going here. Check the chat though one more time. When I build sets, every card centered and sharp. Well, that's going to take a long time. Michael Jordan is a bad owner. Well, there you go. Michael Jordan don't even win playoff series since he became the owner. Okay. Casey Stengel, great player, great coach. I'm not sure about Casey Stengel being a great player. But then I'm not familiar with his playing career. He was a fairly good coach for sure. I mean, he was the one guy who had all the faith in the world in Billy Martin and was like a father to Billy Martin. So Ron Guidry gave Billy Martin lots of chances, brought him up to the big leagues. He was his coach in, I want to say, Kansas City? Might have been the Yankees. But he may have traded for Billy, or he got Billy and moved him up to the major leagues as soon as possible. So, kudos to Casey for doing that. Getting Billy to the bigs faster. Ted Simmons. Infamia. There you go. Frank Ifemia. That's a tough one. You gotta practice that one. If you want to get good at it. Neil Allen. Steve Garvey. Upside down checklist again. Wolfong. Dwyer. There's Billy Martin. Looky. I thought Billy Martin was kind of a really, like, I don't know, everywhere he went, he turned, as a manager, he turned that team into a winner, but his, let's say, after game activities ruined everything. Dusty Baker. And it's, you know, alcohol related. The Arthur Smith. Dave Stewart as a silly. Mike Trujillo. Andy Van Slyke, Junior Ortiz, Dick Williams, Hall of Fame manager, George Foster, Ernie Witt, Rob Piccolo, Willie Hernandez, Ron Say, Tim Tuffle, Brad Kaminsk, Del Barra, all wrinkled up. Look at that lightning bolt going through the, starting in that top corner and just like tree lightning. Keith Hernandez, Dale Murphy, Doc Gooden, Damaso Garcia, George Bell, Dan Quisenberry, Ron Guidry, and Saberhagen. crease or something. Very faint. You can see it going right through there. I don't know if I can get it to highlight or not. But that's messed up. Very faint, but it's there. Right there. See it across his forehead there, the brim of the cap. Well, it technically goes from this corner right down to there. Creased card. Hojo. Viola. There's Pete Rose. Manager card. But we'll take it. Pete Rose. Nice. Vukovic. Dravecki. Romanek. Yeomans. Nice Pete Rose. Whew, well guys, we got a lot of cards left in this box. A whole bunch of 85 tops and this last stack of 86s here. I'm not going to do the scores, so we'll finish these up tomorrow or something. We're going to get all these back in the box for now. And yeah. It is getting late and I got to get up extra early for work tomorrow. Somehow I lost my work ID. Now I gotta get a temporary badge so I can go to work in the morning. But we'll answer a few more comments here. How much you pay for 3,200 cards? It was $40 for 8 of these boxes. So he charged me about $5 a box. But it used to be $5 for a 5,000 count box. Until like sometime last year, then basically stopped getting them in 5,000 count boxes and 3,200 count boxes, and he was still charging me $5 for them. But I guess that's just inflation for you. Saw a lot of job shortages in USA. Yeah, people are tired working peanut wages. Well, that and what they want to mooch off the government too. Oh well, the government's handing out free money. Why shouldn't I take it? The problem is that money has to come from somewhere. That money just doesn't grow on trees. They can keep printing it, and that's going to make it worse and worse. Billy Ball, AJ Papa, how's it going? Stinkle uses a great form of communication. Just read his congressional testimony. Shrinkflation on the box. Yeah, it's like anything else. It's a hidden price increase. So when you normally go and you buy, 12-ounce bottle of soda, you pay certain price. And it's a bad example because they don't lower the amount of ounces in a bottle. They just up the price. But they could technically say, oh, it's now a 10-ounce bottle, but it's the same price. It's only 2 ounces less. Hidden price increases are the same way with your portions of whatever. Cupcakes they used to be big and now they're smaller, but it costs you the same price. It's just another way of passing price increases by giving you smaller portions or whatever for your same amount of money. Just picked up a near mint 1977 top set. All key cards were centered for $175. That's great because I picked up a 1980 set and I paid $150 for it, and this was over a year ago now, but it was still during the pandemic. And the Ricky was not centered perfectly either, so paid $150 for a 1980 set without a perfectly centered Henderson in it. But I shouldn't have bought it. I probably shouldn't have bought it. I went there looking for the other cards. They had 77s, 75s, 72s, the 80 sets. I mean, and by the time I got in the door, it was at an estate sale. By the time I got in the door, I was like number 11 in the door. I mean, I was number 2 to show up. I didn't know the process. Here, people showed up, and they just kind of stood outside, and the guy came out and handed them tickets. And I'm like, wait, whoa. I was here way before these jokers. He goes, well, I don't know that. I'm like, what do you... You know. So, I was number 11 in the door, and I knew every one of those jokers were in there to snatch them up. So, didn't get it. Didn't get what I wanted. There you go. Yeah, well, again, yeah. In a perfect world, they're a low roller. That's how things would work, but this is not a perfect world. So you got to have a, again, I'm lucky. I'm fortunate enough that I have a pretty good job. Terry Francona, 1982, Dunruss rookie, says he is going to be a great manager one day. LOL. Well, there you go. Someone knew something. Samuel Moose. I knew a lady that dated Casey. Very nice. Yes, his dad was Tito Francona. That's right. So he's a second generation MLBer. Along with a bunch of other people. Their dads played too. So, but yeah, guys, I've been sitting on these this stuff over here. And I promised everyone I would go through this with you guys, but it's driving me nuts not to go through it, because I look in here and I can see some, in these hard plastics, I see some nice cards, or potentially nice cards, But I said I would wait, and I'm gonna wait. There might even be a Tito Francona in here. Nope, that's Felipe Lu. But anyway, Bob Rogers. So there's some older cards in here that came out of that storage unit. There's even some football in here. Which I'm not much into football anymore, but there they are. And a little sneak peek. I saw these in here, and I just did a binder. I just did one of my binders from this thing. Had these in there. Oh, let's go in there. Had these in there, but these are not open. They never open these up. These are like those big photo cards. So these are like unopened packs of them. And there's a few of them here too. Oh, what's this? Some certificate of authenticity for Mickey Mantle, but I don't know. All-Star Marketing Corporation. Mickey Mantle, considered by many to be the greatest switch hitter of all time, was elected to the Hall of Fame in 1974. During his 18-year career, Mickey Mantle was MVP 3 times, led the league in home runs 4 times, had a Triple Crown year in 1956, and hit 18 World Series home runs. His 536 home runs made him a member of the Elite 500 Club. This will certify that the official size and weight baseball accompanying this certificate bears an exact replication replication of Mickey Mantle's autograph. Exclusive rights to reproduce this signature on baseballs has been granted to All-Star Marketing Corporation. All-Star Marketing Corporation. A certificate of unauthenticity. Oh, great. That is awesome. That is awesome. A certificate of unauthenticity. At least they told you it wasn't real. Anyway, they didn't try to pass it off as real. They're like, no, this isn't real. But you can still buy it. Eric Lindros card. Eric Lindros. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it. We'll finish this up another time. But it is late, and I've got to get to bed. I appreciate every one of you guys coming by. See, we still got to finish. These are the last of the 86s, and there's a whole bunch of 85s, and we're not going to do the scores. We know what the score is with them. They suck. Other than that, guys, that'll be it. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Average Joe's salary didn't go up much compared to sports, athletes, and celebrities. Of course not. If you compare the salaries, yes. Alright, guys. Again, thank you everyone for tuning in. Thanks for all the thumbs up, the likes, comments, all that good stuff. We will see you guys in the next one. It's a Boomslang signing out saying peace, everyone. Peace. We'll see you. And I don't have the Billy Martin card, so oh well. We'll see you. You know, we're even good here. Yeah, we'll just see you guys later. Peace, everyone. Catch you later, guys. Have a great week coming up, even though it's a work week. Sorry about that. I gotta go to work too. Later.